Oh yeah, it has been a long day. You remember we started from the cabbages. We went through the different stages, the ones we are harvesting, the ones we are about to harvest, and then the ones that are just growing. So you remember when we were discussing, I told you that when we were discussing with Rollins, I told you we have to look at how we can prepare our gardens well and how we can manage our gardens well, especially after transplanting. So where I'm standing right now, you see in between maize, and this is peas. Right now I want to invite our farm manager, and he's going to take us through how you prepare to reach this kind of soil, because this side all the soil is very hard, but if you look at our gardens we have prepared, they are on a very smooth soil. So I want our manager to come and take us through how you prepare your garden before transplanting.
My name is Simon. I'm the farm manager here at Lasho. And foremost, we have some workers who are working here. We have 3 who are permanent. And we also have some casual laborers who come daily, and then they leave evening hours and we pay them. The reason why I'm here, I want to train and teach you more about how we prepare our rad and the way we plant our tomatoes. First, foremost, you have to put manure, what we call soil treatment. And the best thing is when you give soil, soil will give you back. When you treat soil, soil will give you more yield. So what we normally do, and the best thing is manure. You need to apply manure first in this bed, then you need to dig it properly. And when you are digging the bed, you are mixing that manure with the soil, so that your soil will be more soft. As you can see, our soil is not hard, very soft. So when you plant your seedling there, the roots will go down searching for nutrients, and your crop will grow big and more yield will come in. After digging, after preparing your bed, as you can see, our bed is 1 meter wide. Then after preparing that bed 1 meter wide, then you install the drip lines in. Our drip line has a space of 30 centimeters. The emitters are 30 centimeters. And we plan, according to we plan to plant our tomatoes spacing of 30 centimeters. Why? The land which we are growing our things, we have a lot of wheat problems. The wilt, bacteria wilt are present here. So when you plant with a space of 60 centimeters, it is supposed to be, and maybe the bacteria wilt will come and destroy your crop. So you will find that you have a lot of spaces in your bed without crop. So we prefer to plant it, to give it a space of 30 centimeters. After that, after preparing our bed, then there where we came with our seedlings. And our tomatoes we plant here is Novella F1. Novella F1 here in Guru region, they are the best because it's the crop which can fight for its own. Guru is too hot. We have sun heat during the day, and also at night we have that warmth. So Novella is only the crop which can grow here. Okay, our crop when we plant it, we follow with fertilizer called DAP, diammonium phosphorus. DAP helps the roots to grow, for the crop to get more nutrients from the soil. After 3 weeks, we come in with another fertilizer which called CAN. CAN is for calcium ammonium nitrate. Okay. Then after CAN, we have to keep then our crop. After 2 months, then when the crop starts giving fruits, we need to come back again with a fertilizer called NPK, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And nitrogen is good because it makes leaves to grow big and green. Phosphorus also helps the stem of the crop to be more strong. Then phosphorus is good because it makes fruits to be big and the crop will give more fruits. And also it also helps when the crop is giving more flowers, those flowers cannot abort. So you get more and more fruits from the crop. And from there I come back to what we call scouting. Scouting is you have to go around your crop, making sure that you look all the diseases and pests. And that one you have to do it after every 2 days. You have to go in your crop, scouting, checking the diseases, or there is any nutrients crop needs, and the pest together. From there, then where you decide which chemical you can apply. Or if there is any nutrients needed, you can add in your crop. Scouting is better because you'll find the problem which is attacking your crop. Number one, if I talk of insects, the most notorious insect in tomatoes is Tuta absoluta. Tuta absoluta is a stage of larva stage, which is more notorious in our crop, because what it does, it attacks the fruits. And the fruits, if you don't spray on time, the fruit will start rotting. Yes. And the number 2 insects, thrips. And thrips attacks flower stage. And when they attack the flower stage, your fruit will be having some problems. Your fruit will not be clear, will not be green. Then you need to spray it on time. If you talk of diseases, we have a disease called dumping off. Dumping off can be from the soil, can be brought by weed, by water, or even human being when they are touching the crop or when they are working on the crop. So you should be having a good hygiene in your crop. And when you realize we have that problem, immediately, tomatoes you need to spray it immediately. You will need to work on it immediately. When you know the disease is disturbing your crop, you need to spray it immediately. Don't wait. Use the light chemical, light hours, because spraying time is not suitable or not good. Daytime when it's too hot. Spray in the morning and in the evening. And we prefer to spray fungicides in the morning. Insecticides are busy eating your crop evening hours. So we prefer to spray them evening hours, and that's the time you can kill them easily. You can tackle them easily. Yes, and the more you take care of your crop, the more yield you'll get, the more production you'll get, and tomato, if you take it seriously, it can give you a good yield. One plant can give you more than 40 fruits at once. Here we do our crop. Sometimes when you plant crop in your farm, you find some get die, some die, so we keep some for gapping. So when you see 2, afterwards we'll come and transplant them and gap where it's needed. Yes, it will not die. What we normally do, the right time for transplanting is evening hours. What you do, number 1, water first, so that when you are transplanting the crop, you will scoop it with a little soil on evening hours. Then after transplanting, where you will plant it, then you have to follow with a water immediately. so the crop will continue growing. And because you have removed it, you have already scooped it with some soil, the crop will continue. Irrigation depends with the weather or climate of the day. When it is cloudy, you can irrigate once a day. And number two, when you are irrigating, before you irrigate, you need to check what we call augering. You check your soil. If it can form this ball, a ball, the irrigation is okay. But when it is too sunny, you are supposed to irrigate in the morning hours and evening hours, so that in the evening hours, the crop can line overnight, uptaking that water. So the following day, your crop will be cool and what we call turgidity in that crop. Okay, good. Shortages farming is not easy. Number one, we call it weather. Number two, market. We start with the weather. Weather is a natural thing that we cannot fight with it. Sometimes you plant your tomatoes, and tomatoes does not like this heavy weather or wet condition weathers. If you want to grow tomatoes, make sure you have enough fungicide in your stores. And the right fungicides, which are curatives and preventives. If weather condition changes, you need to spray chemical instantly. Don't wait. About marketing is another issue. We are also trying to fight with it, but it is also to do your timing when you are growing either cabbages, either tomatoes, or any other crop. Make sure the region you are, you know what people like most, and you will get enough money.
Where we are standing right now, the crops are not looking better. The crops are not looking good. And I want Simon to tell us what exactly happened here. Simon, how come some of our plants are rotting?
Yeah, first and foremost, this crop is, we call it kale 100-handed. And the problem with this crop is from the soil.
Is this kale or skooma?
It's a skooma. Sorry, it's a skooma, but according to the family, it's a family of kale. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what happened?
It's a soil problem. We call it soil-borne diseases. The soil-borne diseases live in the soil, waiting for the wet condition to come. Then from there, they start damaging your crop. These diseases or this dumping of kind of fungus in the soil, we call them pythium or fusarium.
So they come only when it rains?
Yes, in a wet condition. Or when you irrigate, if you irrigate more, they can also cause these diseases. The disease you see here, the crop is lotting here on the stem. We call it stem lot, or in another way we call it sclerotinia. And this condition, there is no chemical, no fungicide can cure it.
Did we harvest anything from this garden?
Yes, since the crop is a good crop, it can give you a good yield. We harvested a lot until when we received a big downpour. From there, the problem started. Okay.
You've said that for this kind of diseases, there is no way we can protect. There is no way we can overcome it.
Yes, there is a way you can overcome it.
So how do we overcome it?
You can divert the rainwater, that running water, you can divert it to somewhere else, because the condition or the problem with the disease doesn't like much water.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so to our dear farmers who are having opportunity to watch us, what advice do you give them in case they face such a challenge? Because when it comes to bananas, if you face such a problem, they'll advise you to uproot the banana and maybe throw it away, the sick banana, and throw it away. So for the case of this one, let's say one crop has started, is it possible for us to uproot it and the rest remain okay?
Yes, because if you don't uproot it, the disease will escalate. The disease will go to other plants, and finally you get all your crop is gone. The best method is you uproot them, throw them away. You can have a compost pit. You can put them for next manure. Then from there you can do what we call crop rotation. Plant other things and forget about this family of brassicas in that land for maybe for an year, so that your soil can recover from that fungus or fungi which are growing in the soil.
Okay, after these challenges here, what keeps you going, especially in farming? You know, agriculture is not an easy job.
Yeah.
Especially farming, vegetables are very delicate. What keeps you going?
Number one, farming is not easy. Farming is a passion. Number two, farming needs knowledge. Number three, you need a farm, and irrigation is the key. You can't farm, especially where we have the drought areas. You are away from the river. Maybe how you can pump water to water your crop. So you need a proper irrigation.
Lastly, some of the benefits that you have got from especially managing task farm.
Yeah. Thank you very
Because
much.
you told us, because you're our farm manager, what are some of the benefits that you have achieved through this particular job?
Thank you very much. The best, what I can say, I'm still getting more knowledge, because some of the crops which I'm growing here, they are new to me. So I keep on learning daily and daily.
Okay, Simon, thank you so much.